Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your menopause strength and cardio HIIT workout. This workout is great for anybody who wants to build strength and get some cardio endurance, but this is specifically designed for those who are feeling the perimenopause symptoms, are in menopause or post. We're gonna be working with dumbbells today, and of course I'm gonna give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Go ahead and let's get our bodies warmed up. Start with a little march, high knees if you got them, pump those arms. What we're gonna do is get the body warm, get the body's core temperature up, get moving, get the energy up, and of course, get a little mobility and movement pattern work before we add those weights. Let's roll those shoulders right through here. You can take it out nice and wide. Maybe even do a little tap right through here. Open up the hips and the torso, and then bring them forward right through here. There we go. One arm big to the back, and then we'll reverse your direction to the front. Let's try to keep the torso stable on this one to work that mobility. And then same thing, other side. 3 to the back, open up wide, and then 3 to the front. I can certainly tell which one's tighter when I do something like this. Let's take those arms nice and wide, and we'll add a little step out with it. You can even make it a little side lunge. So what we are doing today is we're getting two very important components of really anybody in their fitness journey, but especially if you're in perimenopause, menopause, or post-menopause. Let's hold it here, open up those hips right through here, little reach and reach. And that is strength, and by that I mean we're gonna aim to go heavy. So I want you to get heavy weights if you have them. I'm gonna give you some options to make things heavier if you need to. Let's go flat back down and then round it up. So going heavy for strength and then incorporating some HIIT. And by HIIT I don't mean a 45-minute workout of all high intensity. I mean some short intervals, HIIT, and also what we call sit, sprint interval training, along with high intensity interval training to really push those cardio zones. When we are in menopause and beyond, and peri, we really have to make sure, let's roll those hips right here, that we are telling our body to do its work, right? Because we can't rely on hormones. As those hormones are declining, those ratios are changing. Let's add a little squat to this, and then reach up. Roll the hip, squat, and reach up. We have to bring in those external stimulus to make our body do its job, right? So that is what we're doing here. I'm gonna, of course, give you options to work to your fitness level. So if you're new to working out or getting back into it, let's hinge right here. Hands right down the front, drive the hips to the back, and reach it up. So hips to the back, not a squat now, it's a hinge. Feel that stretch. So of course, if you're new to exercise or getting back into it, I'll give you options to work to your fitness level. And of course, listen to your body and be where you are today. If you're able, let's walk those hands out. If that's not right for you, I want you to take it down to the knees. We're gonna hold it here, and then you can drop to the knees if you want, or stay here. We're gonna sit back into the child's pose. We're gonna come up either to all fours or here to here, just like that. Take it down, bring it up. Take it down and bring it up. One more right here. And wherever you are, knees or toes, let's bring one foot up if you can. If not, just hang out in that child's pose, and we're gonna reach up and get that stretch. And then we're gonna switch it to the other side. So you can either switch from your toes, or you can switch from the knees, or again, you can hang out in the child's pose if that is not right for you. I don't want anybody doing anything that feels out of their level. You can still get a stretch just by staying on the mat. Right through here, and one more. And go ahead, very carefully walk your feet in. You can hang out here for a little bit and slowly roll it up. All right, tap it out and reach. So as we're getting into those perimenopause and menopause age ranges, we tend to sometimes need a little extra warm up, not because we're getting old, but because everything is changing in our body, right? So if you need more than this, you can hit pause, add a few more stretches or mobility moves, bring those hamstrings up. Otherwise, we're gonna get into it. All right, so the way it's gonna work is we will have 3 to 4 strength moves for 40 seconds on, 20 seconds of rest. Then we will go into a HIIT move. And sometimes that'll be something like a kettlebell swing, or sometimes it's gonna be a body weight cardio. And that will be only 30 seconds. And the goal with that is to really go for it. Get that heart rate up in those short intervals. Roll those shoulders right through here. So go heavy on the strength intervals, go hard on the HIIT and cardio intervals, and know that we'll get that recovery in between. All right, we're starting with a side lunge. So we're gonna be stepping out into the side lunge. You, of course, can keep it stationary, or you can step into it. I want you to go heavy. I'm gonna go with my 20s. You'll notice I have my 20s out today. I need to get some 20s that match my other weights. But either stepping out or stationary for 40 seconds. Here we go. Sit deep into it, and then push out into it. Now, if you're new to exercise or getting back into it, you may wanna keep it in that stationary side lunge. Looks like this, side lunge, push out of it. You may, if you have something heavy, just wanna go one dumbbell right through here. I want you to go heavy. Again, we need more as we're in this phase, these phases of life. But certainly if you feel like you can't get as low or you don't have as good a form, drop the weight or keep it stationary. 3, 2, 1. Now in between these intervals, especially if you're going heavy, you can set those weights down, but make sure that you bend your knees to do it, or you set them on a chair or couch, something like that. Catch your breath. Did that get your heart rate up? It got mine up. Let's take it to the other side. 40 seconds side lunge in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And here. Now here's what we got, team. We're gonna go right and left with a lower, right and left with an upper, and then we'll go into that HIIT. That is by design. So I want you to go heavy on these because you know your hands are gonna get a break from these heavy weights, right? Again, trying to go low, shift your weight, drive the hips to the back. You can hang out in that side lunge for a count or two. That's actually gonna help you really shift into the lateral movement. Keep the chest open, shoulders back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, team, so set those down. Now that heart rate's up, we're gonna take it to a bent over row. I want you to go one side unless you have light weights, and then you can go together, or you can group them together. Watch me, if you have 2 light weights, I want you to try this, right? So we're here. That's actually the same as this one. So I'm gonna take it here. We have 40 seconds right, 40 seconds left. Wrap that core, stagger your feet, going heavy. 3, 2, 1. I like to put my hand out here because that helps me keep my back flat. I want you to let it drop, but not turning into it, right? Core stays steady. Pull the weight towards the hip. So not up here, right? I want you to think about pulling towards your hip bone. You're gonna feel the difference when you do that, right? You're gonna feel the back muscles working. Activating the lats, squeeze right here. Stay low. Yes, you're gonna feel your legs working a little bit. You can always have balance on the wall or put your knee on a bench, this knee on a bench, or the wall, no, or the floor if you need to. Set it down. This knee on the bench, a couch, the floor if you need to. All right, so we're gonna take it to that other side. Same thing from here. We're gonna pull up, we're gonna drop it down. So 2 weights, if you got something lighter, if you got something heavier, let's go for it. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Towards the hips. The reason I'm saying that is I want you to be thinking about relaxing in those shoulders. So we're not, as we're pulling, coming up here, right? We already held a lot of tension there. We're using these lat muscles in our back. So let's keep it going. Right here. And guys, today is a no repeat workout, all right? As much as I would love to repeat all these heavies, because we're packing a lot in, we're only going 1 set of each. That is why I want you to go heavy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, all your weights out of the way. Make sure you're not gonna step on them. We got 30 seconds of HIIT. So I want you to hang with me. You're getting your skater. So step, tap behind, step, tap behind. We wanna be getting up in those higher ranges So whatever you need to do to increase that intensity, let's do it. Here we go. So it's only 30 seconds. So maybe for you, that's getting more that jump, right? Maybe for you, it's staying low impact, but picking up your pace or getting a little lower. Lots of ways to get into that higher intensity. You don't have to be jumping, but a little grounded jump like this, you might find you're able to do it. You should be getting out of breath in 3, 2, 1, recover. So after each hit, we got 30 seconds to recover. Let's grab some water. Why not, right? That's why we put that after that upper body. All right, team, bringing it back. Woo! Catch your breath. All right, so now we're gonna take it to an upper body press. So we're going out, we're going in, out and in. So an Arnold press or a press in and out. Go ahead, let's grab these. Core engaged. Giving you a little bit longer of a rest, that's okay. We need it on that hit. So bring them up, we're gonna rack them here. 3, 2, 1. Out and in. So we're getting all through the chest and shoulders. And as you may have heard me say before, all presses are good, but the reason I love this standing Arnold press, often called, or press in and out, is because we're gonna get the multi-joint movement, multi-planar movement through that shoulder joint, what moves in all different directions. And then also, we get a little bit of chest along with the shoulders, along with the arms. So close, team. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, set those down. Let's go to something heavy. Heavy for lower body. We're doing a deadlift. We're right here. Go ahead and grab those weights. It's a hinge, so we're gonna pull those shoulders back. Watch me one time. Weights stay close to the front of the body. In 3, 2, 1. So you're just going right down the front of your body, and then we're standing up straight. Now, if this is bothering your back, I want you to see where your eyes are. Look your eyes out in front, like at a diagonal. If you're seeing the tops of your legs or even your feet, you may be looking down and rounding in your back. Pack your shoulders, meaning pulling them back. Imagine that you're squeezing something under your armpits right at the top of that movement. That's gonna help. And if it still feels like too much, drop the weight or just keep it body weight. Squeeze up. So all down the back of the legs, hamstrings, glutes, core, and back. And of course, this is our prep work for what's coming up next. Our hit. 3, 2, 1. Yes, team. All right, before we get into that swing, which is gonna be our hit, we're gonna get a little bit of core. So we're just taking it in a high plank. We're bringing our knee in, little lift, and take it back. If that's not right for you, you can just do a standing knee raise, or you can take it to a bird dog right through here. So find what's best for you, zip up that core. Let's get some core work standing, knees or toes. Here we go. In and lift, and here. So you're driving the knee in as if it were a crunch, and then you're lifting a little bit of a pike. What I'm not doing is moving through my shoulders, right? I'm here. Now you can also hold for an extra count at the top and bring it in. What does that feel like? Yes, you can. Boom. I know. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back. All right, team, so up onto your feet. Now we're going into our HIIT. So you just did your deadlift. If you've never done a swing before, you can do exactly that, or you can go back to the skater if you want that high heart rate. If you've done a swing and you wanna try it, we're gonna go 1 heavy dumbbell or 2 dumbbells. We're taking it here. If you have a kettlebell you wanna put that into, you can do that. We're here, drive it up, let it drop. So I want you to go 30 seconds, get that heart rate up, go for it. 3, 2, 1. Now you can go 1 heavy weight here. If you only have lighter weights, you can go with that skier swing. We're just gonna look like this, right? Halfway there, I'm gonna finish out here. 10 seconds, drive the hips to the back, lock out at the top, bring it up, lock it out, let it drop. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh man, I'm making a mess here with my dumbbells. Remember, we get a longer breather after that hit. That's why we really want to go for it. So catch your breath. Let's grab some water. How's that heart rate, team? Should be up. At the very close of this workout, we're gonna finish with some sprint interval training. So I very much want you to go hard on these HIIT intervals, but we've got some sit coming as well, which will be super short. All right, team, so for this next round, we're gonna do a little side squat and a little tap. So tap and squat, tap and squat. If you have a mini band, we're gonna add it in. I'm gonna grab mine right here. Woo! It can be a thicker band like this, or it can be the elastic loop band, but we're gonna start with that right here. So, little side step into squat. We've got 40 seconds. We're gonna go each side. Then we're gonna go overhead tricep right, overhead tricep left. So those are gonna be our lower intensity, right? And then we're gonna do our little jump push. So if you don't have the band, no big deal. Just make sure if you wanna add a weight into it, you can. Otherwise, just the band works as well, but we're gonna try to go heavy. So we're here, tap it out, and tap it out and squat. That's what we've got. 3, 2, 1. Tap out and squat. Yes, you can. Out and low. Now you can have your weight here, or if you want it by your side, or if you want to do 2. That's a great way to do it. I am telling you to go heavy, even though we're adding some resistance. And don't worry, if you don't have a band, you're still getting the work. Out and here. This might feel a little bit like that HIIT work. I know it does for me. Heart rate's gonna get up. Press those knees out either way to really get abductors, outer thighs, but also strengthen around your knees and your hips. Relax. Woo! Breathe. Same thing, other side. Heart rate's up, right? Woo! That maybe got my heart rate up more than that skater. Step it out and then squat it low. 1 weight, 2 weights, no weights, band or no band, doesn't matter, because we got a heart rate break coming with our triceps in 3, 2, 1. Step out, squat low. Step out and low. I know. Out, in here, out. Chest is open, and as you sit into that squat, I really want you to aim to get the hips down. Press out. In here, 10 seconds. What do you got, team? Breathe out. And here. Last one. Set those weights down. Take that band off. All right, while our heart rate recovers. Whew, that got me up into that high zone, team. We've got an overhead tricep, so I want you to try to go one side here, like this. If that feels like too much, you can also do a tricep kickback, or you can take the dumbbell between 2 hands. So grab one medium-ish dumbbell. If it starts to feel too heavy, you can have that other hand help, or again, if you're not comfortable being over the head, take it here. All right, we got 40 seconds. One dumbbell, go heavy, because this is your only tricep move. Here we go. Now, I like to keep this hand here because we have a tendency, as things get tougher, as we get tired, to go out to here, put pressure on that shoulder. So we're trying to either go straight back or at a little bit of a diagonal. But what we don't want is for that elbow to drop here. We're halfway there. Again, if it starts to feel too heavy, you always have the option to take it between 2 hands, right? To finish it out for these last 10, still keeping those elbows in. Ooh, burn, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, team, shake it out. Ooh, burn. All right, same thing, other side, 40 seconds. It starts to feel too heavy, grab it on, but push as much as you can, but don't sacrifice that range of motion. We still wanna get low, good form. Press it up or kick back. 3, 2, 1. It's strange, my left one has better range of motion because I have more shoulder tightness from a shoulder injury on my right side, even though in theory, it's probably the weaker one. So I stagger my feet sometimes to make sure I'm not arching my back, but you do what's best for you. Right here, team. Yes. Boom. 10 seconds. I know, I'm starting to lose my form, so I'm gonna take it between 2. Here we go. Woo! Breathe. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, set those down, team. Now we've got our HIIT. So here's what we've got, a little squat tap down. You don't have to jump it. You can also be here. No weights, but if you wanna add that band, you can. We're gonna press those knees out, drop it low, whether you're jumping or whether you're just tapping it out. We're still gonna get quick, high heart rate. Let's get up into those higher zones. In 3, 2, hit it. Here we go. It's a little bit harder to get low with the band, I know. But again, the idea is to get that high intensity. You don't have to jump super high. It can be a really grounded jump. Press those knees out. Woo! I'm losing my band, that's okay. 10 seconds to go. Breathe, push through it. You know you got a longer breather coming. Ha! 3, 2, 1. And relax, let's take it off, team. Woo! All right, catch your breath. Toss that to the side. Grab some water. Heart rate. I know, cheers, y'all. All right, team. Whew. I made a mess here. Don't trip over your dumbbells. One more circuit right through here. We're gonna start with a forward lunge. Now, if you're not comfortable with a forward lunge, this is what it looks like. Stepping into it, because I want you to lean low into it and push out of it. If that is not right for you, I want you to do a reverse lunge or what I call a little tap back right here. You can also keep it stationary. Just take it down here or grab onto the wall. But I want you to lunge low, but also hinge just a bit. We got right side, we got left side, then we got some biceps and some core, then some HIIT. We'll finish strong on the mat. All right, team, grab those weights, go heavy if you can. I probably should have my 20s, but step into it and get low. If you're not dropping down as low, that's okay, but go heavy. 3, 2, 1, right side only, or whatever side you're doing, push out of it. Take it down. Push out of it, yes. Right through here. Push out of it. Shoulders, back, core engaged. So even though I'm hinging forward, I'm not rounding in my back, right? As if you were trying to touch those weights here. You could even do it if you got weights that you can do that with. Drive it up, yes. And up, boom. Yes, last one. Set them down. All right, team, heart rate's up. Let's take it to the other side. Again, higher heart rate on this lower body, because then we get a breather with some upper body. Let's get it done. Other side, step into it or tap back. 3, 2, 1. Forward lunge, get low, hinge forward just a bit. You're still stepping out, hip distance apart. We're not in alignment, right? We're here. And here, yes. Drive it up. Yes. Boom. And up. Drive out of that heel. 5 seconds. And you get 1, maybe 2 more. And up. Yes. Team. Woo. All right. So let's take it to some bicep curls. Here's what we got. We're gonna go 1 up and 1 out. So it's like that W curl, right? Go heavy. If you need to alternate, you can always do that. I'm working my way up to my 15s on this. But we're gonna go here. Here we go. Up and then out. Because this one gets a little tricky on my shoulder. So if that's you, go a little lighter, or you can always just keep it to the front. You can just do a regular hammer curl. And again, you can be feet together. You start to feel like you're arching your back, stagger it here. Up. Woo! I know, I'm tired too. Up. Bring it up, yes you can. Last one, boom. All right, team, so for our HIIT, we're gonna go back to that kettlebell swing or dumbbell swing. If you wanna grab a kettlebell, go for it. Whew, I didn't have everything I needed out here. All right, kettlebell or dumbbell swing, 2 dumbbells here, 1 dumbbell or kettlebell in the center. If that's not right for you, I want you to go back to that skater or that little squat tap down that we just did for your HIIT. Shoulders back, core engaged. Prep it, 3, 2, 1, hit it. Whatever this HIIT is for you. If you're doing the kettlebell swing, I want you to go heavy and I want you to get that power. It's one of the few times I'm gonna really tell you to get power and then lock it out, let it drop. Lock it out, let it drop. So you're getting a hinge, then you're powering it up, locking out at the top. That in itself is gonna create that high heart rate, but you won't even know it till you're done in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing and relax. All right, team. Woo! Catch your breath. Water if you need it. All right, we're down on the mat after this. Couple things, ending with a HIIT. And then we're gonna close out this workout with a couple quick sit intervals. All right, team, join me down on the mat. Here's what we got. I want you to have those heavy weights close by. We're going to start with, to stretch out those hamstrings, a little scissors. So we're here. Then we'll take it to a chest press, a little pullover crunch, and then a plank press is gonna be our HIIT. I know that's a strength move, but you know why it gets that heart rate up, right? So, starting here, if you wanna just keep it grounded, you can go here or lift the shoulders. If you can take it here for a little more core, we want the stretch and we want the core. Let's do it. In for 2. Now you can point the toes if you want more of that Pilates. If you want more of that stretch, flex the foot. Looking down at the core, but everything is wrapped and pulled in. So hips coming together, rib cage tacking, zip it up. I'm grabbing either my calf or my thigh, not right on the knee joint, right? Not right here, okay? So here. And again, you can also just do the stretch or do a little lift to get the crunch. Find what's good for you. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, team, so we're gonna get that chest press. Remember, you only have 1 set, so go heavy. A little bit of that 45-degree angle, power it up and drop it down. Power it up. I want you to go for it. I'm gonna go with these 15s. Probably should try those 20s, but we're going here right now because I'm feeling fatigued. I don't wanna lose my form. 3, 2, 1, and here. Drive it up, bring it down. Right here. Up and down. Up and in, then slow on your way down so you get that power coming up. Slowly down. Power coming up. Slowly down. 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys, 1 medium to heavy weight or no weight at all. Couple of options on this. We want that pullover for that stretch and upper back. And then you're either coming it up to a little bicycle or you can just bring the knee in one at a time. Up to you. Pullover crunch, 3, 2, 1. So you can just do the knee and keep your shoulders down. You'll still get that engagement. Feel that core. Or little bicycle, especially if you're more advanced or you've been doing core work for a while. But you don't have to do this. If that's not right for you, you'll still get it with the pullover. And you can also do the same move without the weight. 10 seconds. Slow and controlled. We got HIIT coming. Then we'll close it out with some sit. Yes. Last one. Breathe and relax. All right, team. Woo! Let's get some HIIT, and we're gonna get this in our upper body format of a plank press. Up, up, down, down, up, down, down. You can always do this on the wall, or again, pick whatever HIIT, skater, touchdown, swing. If you want something different, you can be on your knees here or here too. Down, down, up, up. I want you to go quick with good form, because it's gonna get that heart rate up, I promise. You're gonna get in those higher heart rate zones. In 3, 2, 1, right, left, left, right, left, right. You don't have to rush it to really feel it. Core is engaged, legs are tight. Not holding your breath, but that core is in tight. Work that upper body while we get that heart rate up. Upper body and core, I should say, right? 10 seconds. Push yourself, because we're almost done with this workout. Last one. Stretch it back. All right, team, so stretch those shoulders. How are you feeling? Is that heart rate up? Mine is. So again, you do not have to be moving fast. Woo! Move some of these out of the way. You don't have to be moving super quickly to get your heart pumping. Quick sip of water, then we got a couple sit rounds, and that's it. Shouldn't say a couple, a few. All right, team. Woo! So, get those weights out of the way. If you made a mess like me, bend your knees to do it. Here's what we got. We're gonna start with one last kettlebell swing for 30 seconds. Then we have 3 quick body weight sit, sprint, interval training. I'm gonna talk you through those after this swing. The idea is to go all out for those 20 seconds. There's only 3. You get a 40-second recovery. So I want you to really, really go for it. You wanna need that recovery. All right, team, starting with your swing. If the swing is not right for you, again, pick your favorite HIIT. This one is HIIT, then we get some sit. Let's take it, swing, power up. Wrap that core in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds is all we need here, so make it good. If you're feeling fancy and you've done that handoff swing before, you can switch off, but only if you've done that before. Right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing and relax. All right, guys, pedal your feet and listen to me. All right, whoo, up there. Everything out of the way, it's all body weight. 3 moves, 20 seconds on, 40 seconds off. That's not what we normally do, so go for it. We're starting with your jumping jacks. Of course, there's your regular jack, but if that's not right for you, whatever you need to do to get in 80 to 90 or above % of your heart rate zone. All right, 20 seconds. Here we go. So maybe for you, that's going quicker. Maybe that's stronger arms. I don't want flailing arms, I want strong arms. Maybe that's getting that power jack where you get low in that squat. And maybe that's just here. We're so close. 3, 2, 1. Breathe. See, I didn't go hard enough. Maybe because I was talking to you guys, I shouldn't be able to talk. All right, so 40 seconds to breathe. That's what I mean, team. Really go for it because it is so fast. Next, we're gonna do a little quick feet. So that quick feet can be just here, grounded. It can be a march and really pumping the arms, or it can be high knees. Whatever it is 20 seconds. Find what's good for you. We're starting in 10, so see, it's a long recovery. So really go for it in that 20. Let's see if I can get my heart rate up higher. 3, 2, quick feet, here we go. So notice how it's super grounded. Pump those arms. Again, you don't have to be jumping. You can just do arms and a march. What's gonna get you in that high heart rate? If you need to bring those knees higher to do it, you can. But again, if that's not right for you, you just pump the arms. 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting it up there. A little stretch if you need it. All right, last one, team. This is the end of the day mountain climber. If mountain climber on the mat is not right for you, you can do it standing, but I want you to go for it, all right? Take it down here. Your mountain climber, of course, looks like this. You can cross it or you can bring your knees in. I want you to go fast, but again, I want you to bring those knees. It's not just here, right? It's here. Last 20 seconds of the day. Let's make it good. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Go for it, team. Can you get in that 80 to 90 to 95% of your heart rate max? Don't worry, nothing's gonna happen because you're gonna recover. What is that for you? It may look different than it looks for me. We got 5 seconds. Go hard. 3, 2, 1. Stretch it back, team. Oh, what? All right, it's gonna get up there. Whew. Yes, there we go. All right, team, if you're like me and you need a little calf stretch, you can either take it here, or if it's comfortable for you, you can take it in that down dog, but I know not everybody needs to be inverted right after something like that. So maybe just get a little stretch here, press that heel down. Whoo, man, y'all, feeling it. Stretch back into that child's pose. Reach those arms here. So I want you to bookmark this workout. Remember this workout. Take your arm under. Especially when you have a week you want to get it all in. I know I get a lot of questions about getting HIIT and sit, if it needs to be within your strength workout or separate. And there's no wrong answer here. Sometimes it's really good, like we did, to incorporate that HIIT in those short intervals in between things. Sometimes people really want to get them separate because maybe you have a separate cardio day. If you're following my calendars, you probably do. Or maybe because it's too much, you feel like you can't go as heavy or you can't go as hard when you're combining them. But it's also a great way to get that sit in, to add at the end of a workout. We want those sit intervals to be super short and we're never getting tons of them. We want to combine that HIIT and that sit. And breathe. Let's take it right here, big stretch over. So of course, please get more stretching and mobility and flexibility on your own after this, but also throughout your day and your week. It's not just about the stretching that we get at the end of the workout. We want to make sure that we're building it into our routine. Open those shoulders up. If you want, walk it back. Up to you. If that doesn't feel good for you, just stay seated and open them up. Whoo. I'm feeling it. I hope you are too. Get some more stretching on your own. Thank you for being here with me today. Don't forget to follow me in all the places. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, leave me a comment. And if you're not already here, check us out in the BodyFit Athletic Club. Right here, team. One big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was your menopause strength and cardio HIIT workout. Great job, everybody.